Chapter 37. The plan for residence in Hyde Park was not long in taking shape. After several weeks had passed and things had quieted down again, Lester invited Jenny to go out with him to South Hyde Park to look for a house. On the first trip, they found something which seemed to suit admirably an old-time home of 11 large rooms set in a lawn fully 200 feet square and shaded by the trees which had been planted when the city was young. It was ornate, home-like, peaceful. Jenny was fascinated by the sense of the space and the country, although depressed by the reflection that she was not entering her new home under the right auspices. She had vaguely hoped that in planning to go away, she was bringing about a condition number which Lester might have come after her and married her. Now all that was over. She had promised to stay and she would have to make the best of it. She suggested that they would never know what to do with so much room, but he waved aside. We will be very likely have people in now and then. He said we can furnish it up anyhow and see how it looks. He had the agent make out 5-year lease with an option for a renewal and set at once the first to work to put established in order. The house was painted and decorated, the lawn put in order, and anything done to give the place a trim and satisfactory appearance. There was a large, comfortable library and sitting room, a big dining room, a handsome reception hall, a parlor, a large chicken serving room, and in fact all the ground floor essential of comfortable home. On the second floor were bedrooms, beds, and the maid's room. It was all very comfortable and harmonious, and Jenny took uh, immense pride and pleasure in getting things in order. Immediately after moving in, Jenny, with Lester's permissions, wrote to her. Wrote to her father asking him to come to her. She did not say that she was married, but left it to infer that she descanted on the beauty of neighborhood, the size of the yard, and the manifold conveniences of the establishment. It is so very nice, she added. You would like it, Papa. Westa is here and goes out for school every day. Won't you come back, stay with us? It's so much better than living in a factory. And I would like to have you so. Gerhard read this letter with a solemn countenance. Was it really true? Would they be taking a larger house if they were not permanently united? After all these years and all this lying, could he have been mistaken? Well, it was high time. But should he go? He had lived alone this long time now. Should he go to Chicago and live with Jenny? He appeal did touch him, but somehow he decided against it. That would be too generous an acknowledgement of the fact that there had been fault in his side. Well, Hassan hers, Jenny was disappointed at Gerhard's refusal. She taking it over with Lester and decided that she would go to go on to Cleveland and see him. Accordingly, she made a trip, haunted up the factory, a great rumbling furniture concern in one of the poorest section of the city, and inquired at the office where her father. The clerk, the clerk directed her to the Spand warehouse, and Gerhard was informed that lady wished to see him. He crawled out his humble cot and came down, curious as to who would it be. When Jenny saw him in his dusty, baggy clothes, his hair grey, his eyebrows shady, coming out of the dark door, a keen sense of the pathetic mood again. Poor papa, she thought. He came toward her inquisitorial eyes, softened a little by his consciousness of the affection that had inspired her visit. What do you come for? He said cautiously. I want you to come with me, Papa. As she pleaded yearningly, I don't want you to stay here anymore. I can't think of you living alone any longer. So he said, nonplussed. That brings you? Yes, she replied. Won't you don't stay here? I have a good bed, he explained by way of apology for his stay. I know, she replied, but we have good home now. Vesta is there. Won't you come? Lester wants you to. Tell me one thing, he demanded. Are you married? Yes, she replied, lying hopelessly. I have been married long time. You can ask Lester when you come. She could scarcely to look him in the face, but she managed somehow, and he believed her. Well, he said, it's time. Won't you come, Papa? He pleaded. He threw out his hands after his characteristic manner. The urgency of her appeal touched him too quick. Yes, I come, he said, and turned, but she saw by his shoulder what's happened. He was crying. No, Papa, he pleaded for the answers. He walked back into the dark warehouse to get his things.